how is your sauerkraut tonic going? So we're at week 1, we've just brought it out to show you how we've got a few little bubbles there with some bubbles happening, and of course the water has turned nice and cloudy. So this time next week we'll check it again, and by then the bubbles will have subsided and we'll have real cloudiness and probably be a little bit more cloudy at the bottom. Then we'll strain out that cabbage, and then we'll have that gut-loving tonic, immune boosting. I have so many stories that I could share of the transformation that this humble cabbage does. You know, this is really, it's like gold, you know, you get alchemy and it transforms into gold. This is what this is. It's pure gold for your body. This tonic is so easy to make. In your download, you would have got 3 different ways on how to make it. This one we made quite simply after we made our sauerkraut. We just took a scoop of that cabbage. We left a scoop of the cabbage that we had massaged with the salt, put that in there and topped it up with a clean water source. And then just sealed it so that it's in that oxygen-free environment, put it in, covered him over and put it into the closet and let those mighty invisible organisms do all their work. So they'll come in there and they'll eat out all that, the sugar and the starch, the sugar, that's their food. They'll eat that out, and that's why they turn it sour. And within doing that, they create many different strains of good bacteria. I've had a lady that has followed this just by using this in her diet, and it's her hormonal problems, her thyroid problems, all gone. This is the medicine in the jar. You've heard me talk about it so often, where I share about the problems that we have with autoimmune problems, and there's so many of them. A lot of them is to do with parasites. So if we can control those parasites, we can control those autoimmune problems. Medicine in a jar. If there's just so many things that this does, you'll see all around the wonderful wide world of web that they share how first thing in the morning that you have glasses of water with lemon in it, and now they're adding Himalayan salt and things that are a good source of salt and putting that in there, and they're saying that's a really good detox. No need to do it when you're having this. You can use this as a spring clean. You can do a couple of times a year when your body's telling you, you can use that tonic as a spring clean. It'll spring clean your body, it'll detox it out. But if you're having it every day, you can again you can dilute it if you like and have it first thing on an empty stomach. To start with, you're only starting off with a teaspoonful, no more. That's all you need. Just remember that it will take you to the toilet when you do start, depending on where your body is. But you go slow with it. Then you use it as your salt replacement. So you then just pop it into everything, just little dashes of it. Not when you're cooking, when you're serving, because we don't want to kill the good bacteria, all those good beasties that they produce for us. So this, you can put it into your sweets. You can put it in anywhere, because you know, as you've heard me say about the sauerkraut chocolate, how when you add salt to it, why do we do salt in sweets? It's to enhance the flavour. So this is exactly what you use it for. So it's not only enhancing flavour, it's enhancing your health as well. So easy to make. This is the one that everybody should be having. No matter what your age is, we all need this little tonic. It's immune boosting. It's gut loving. And it's goddamn tasty too. So I mean, it's just easy to make. Very easy, quick. Anybody can make it. And anybody can take it. It just has to be part of your toolkit. That's it. That's the sauerkraut tonic. In our February Gut Club, we'll be coming together on the 3rd weekend of February. We come together the 3rd weekend for our implementation weekend of every month. February is very important. It's very special. February is the month of love. It's all about loving you. It's all about you. In January, we spoke of how people set resolutions, and I'm not one for resolutions because very few people keep them. And this week has been Anxiety Week. That's what they call it. It's a reason why it comes at this time, because people have set resolutions and they haven't stuck to them, and it brings in triggers that cause anxiety. So that's why what we need to do is we've got to replace those triggers, replace it so that we set routines. Everything's about a plan. And that's what we're all about. That's what February, Y-O-U, so that's what we're putting into the February, it's all about. So it'll be a little bit more than just our gut-loving foods. It'll be about love of self, which is very important. It's not about your ego. It's about loving you. And part of that loving you is following those routines. It takes at least 21 days to set it, to set a habit. And that's what making these and eating these, anything, any of those resolutions that you want, they're just habit changing. So you've got to allow yourself those 21 days to set it, and then another 3 lots of 21 days to put it into place. And don't be hard on yourself. If you go down the rabbit hole, it's never a problem. You can always come back up. So in February, I've asked for you to tell me what you want to add to that implementation weekend, because it is all about you, and that's what I need to know, what you would like to make for that weekend. I am going to, for one of the sessions, all the foods that we made in January, the kimchi, the sauerkraut, the brine vegetable, and of course the tonic, we'll make a beautiful meal, a Valentine's Day meal. These foods, they turn your food from simple to sensational. And that's what we'll be doing, a very simple meal. So you'll get the recipes that we're going to make, so you can choose if you want to go and get the ingredients and make it along with me. So you've got it for that night that you can feed to your family or just your very special loved one, because it's going to be a meal of love, but very simple and sensational with these added to it. So do join us. Any of my programs, anybody that's bought into any of my programs, even if it's the one-on-one, the ebooks, the online fermenting course, my gut clubs, anything that you're in, you automatically come into the gut club if you have lifetime access. For anyone that just wants to try us, it's just $7. Just $7 for the month. There's already quite a few implementation weekends there. There's a skinny gut, there's bacterial DIY beauty, and of course the January implementation, the sustainable January. The idea of being sustainable is to use what's growing in the garden and to just keep your life very simple. So that's what it's all about. So I'll see you soon, and I'll talk soon, and remember to work on that love of self. Remember in December when we spoke about the really easy 5-second rule? That's where it comes into play. When you wake up, first time in the morning when you wake, put it into play before you hop out of bed. Count back. I like to count back because I'm the woo-woo one. My dad always called me his woo-woo child, but it does work. And you can do it anywhere. A very dear, beautiful friend of mine said, Linny, if you're getting stressed and you're telling me you're not practicing what you preach, just do it in your inside voice. And that's what you can. If you're going out and something's just overwhelming you, count back. I like to go backwards, but you can go 1 to 5, but I like to start at 5. So go 5, close your eyes and a big breath and let it go. 4, all the way back down to 1. It's amazing how it grounds you. It's just so good. So I will be seeing you very shortly. Big love.